Hello, I hope you all are having a wonderful February. Today I'm using the Stampin' Up, Deco, Framelits, and Sizzix circle dies to create a frame on the front panel of my card. I'm making marks of where the circle is going to show so I can sponge these clouds to create the background. I'm using Distress ink in Tumbled glass. And I'm sponging on a piece of Bristol smooth white cardstock. I'm using this pattern paper from Fawn to cut out my grass. This is the Fawn Grassy Borders die. And I'm just trying to figure out how much grass I want to show. So here I'm marking where I need to cut the bottom of my grass to fit into the frame. So I'm just lining everything up, seeing how it's going to look and if I like it or not. I'm using Fawn's Love Letters stamp set, and I'm going to do some masking. I've got one of the little birds here that I'm stamping. This one is going to be on the forefront, so he needs to go, or she needs to go first. So I'm just using some Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo masking paper to stamp and cut out a mask for that chick. So here's the cell phone, which this chick is not going to be holding the cell phone. The other chick that I'm about to stamp is going to be holding the cell phone. So I'm trying to layer the stamped images based on the position they're in. So here's the mask for the cell phone. And lining up everything to make it look like this chick on the left is actually holding the cell phone. I'm stamping the little glasses because that's adorable. So I'm just doing like an ombre, like a pink ombre with my Copics on the screen of the cell phone. And I'm using RV21, I think it's RV23 and RV25 to do that. And they ran a little on the bottom of the cell phone, so I needed to clean it up with my colorless blender. I'm using Y000, Y02, and Y06 to color the yellow chicks. And I think their beaks are Y35. So I'm erasing my pencil marks and trying to adhere everything to the base, the card base. The card base and the frame are both Papertrey inks, soft stone, and the images were stamped on Neenah 110-pound solar white. So I'm using some 1/8 inch Be Creative tape to adhere this grass to the top of my frame so I can pop it up. So I'm going to use some 3M foam tape in small strips to to go around the frame, almost like a shaker card, to pop up the frame. That way I can adhere the chicks and the cell phone kind of behind the grass. So at this point, I didn't realize that I had not yet stamped my sentiment. I don't know how many times I have to do this to figure out that I need to pay more attention, but I still need to stamp my sentiment if you haven't noticed. So I'm adhering all of this, and I am stamping the little tiny heart that's from the Lawn Fawn Love Letters, and I'm using Ranger's Cherry, Classic Cherry ink. It's like a soft red. It's not really deep dark red, but it's pretty. And I think it went well with the RV colors in the cell phone. I got a little smudge on my chick. So my idea is to use the, instead of texting, I made this card sentiment, which is my most favorite. I love that. I'm so glad that I have that. But I want to have, instead of texting and then underneath of it, I made this card. And without taking apart or cutting apart my stamp, I'm going to mask one part and then stamp the other part. I'm using Hero Arts black dye ink to stamp my sentiment. And I'm just trying to line everything up. I just received my order from My Sweet Petunia for the creative corners, and I used the L to line up my sentiment, and it really was helpful. So I'm adding one more heart. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Can I have thumbs up? Yay! Thumbs up for Mommy's video. I love you, Stinker. What are you doing? You watching the iPad? Yeah. What's that on your face? Food. You're cute. I love you.
Love you.